Blessed Online is an MMORPG that takes place in a world torn between two warring factions. Players choose to align themselves with either the Hieron, a united empire who believe in defending the civilized world, or the Union, a federation of southern races that want supremacy over all land. Each faction having 3 specific races and a single universal race, there are a lot of unique stories and adventures to be had. Bless is available now on Steam for all founding members with a starting price of $39.99. Since Bless is currently in its beta form, there is a lengthy list of issues that can make the game unplayable at times. Bugs, glitches, and unpredictable server stability are fairly common, and just a few days after early access is live, the issues are slowly improving but are still there. If playing an unfinished game is deal-breaking, in its current state, Bless is not the game for you. For everyone else, let's get into the review. Before starting your adventure within Bless, you must choose your faction, race, and class. Your faction changes the races you have access to, with the exception of the Masku, which can be played with either faction. There are currently 5 playable classes as well: Berserker, Guardian, Ranger, Mage, and Paladin, with Assassins, Mythics, and Warlocks planned for later release. Depending on the race you choose, you will have access to specific classes, while the Masku being the only race that has access to all the classes. Bless has a fairly customizable character creator, not only allowing you to pick between hairstyles, but body types, makeup, tattoos, and more, all of which have no real impact on gameplay though. Once your character selection has been finalized, you play a short introduction, then begin your real adventure. All starting areas are unique to the race of hero you are playing, and stay unique for the first hour of gameplay or so. The scenery within Bless is stunning at times. Although the graphics are definitely dated by today's standards, you can still find yourself appreciating the capital towns and certain areas throughout the world, but the Unreal 3 engine has definitely started to show its age. Some of the more important NPCs often have voiced lines, which can be skipped by clicking on the next talk point. The voiced lines and cutscenes allow the more impatient player to not be completely lost within Bless's story, but at times can seem a bit pointless by having a cutscene in no way advance the story and require more voiced lines once it has been completed. Like most RPGs, Bless follows a similar outline: pick up a quest, complete a task, turn in the quest, and repeat, with the majority of the other common RPG elements. When you pick up a quest, it is shown on the map and the mini-map with very accurate markers. Although I have ran into a few quests that involve some reading, most of the time you are shown exactly what you need to do to complete the quest within the map. There are also 5 different quest types that can all be seen within the quest journal. The main quest shows the progress towards the main storyline. Guide quests teach you more advanced points within the game. Side quests are added quests that help you level alongside your main quest. And hunt quests are rewards for killing a set amount of enemy creatures throughout the world. Hunt quests can be ignored, but offer a decent reward for completing the objective, but can be fairly grind heavy. Bless does, however, have its own take on several fundamentals. Your main attack abilities have chain attacks that can be unlocked through player level. Your main attack by default are bound to 1, 2, and 3, and then the follow-up chain attack is bound to R, T, and Y. Using these chain attacks become more important later in the game and really boost the amount of damage you're capable of putting out. You also have different stances that can change your current abilities. 2 stances can be equipped at a time, allowing you to change between them on the fly. With certain classes, you can change between defense and offense with a quick click of a button, and if the situation arises to use the stance switch, it feels very good. Within the skill growth menu, you can upgrade and change your stance. Your current stance changes your main chain attacks. Non-chain skills are abilities that provide you with specific actions not related towards your next chain. Shields, health, attack boost, and even debuffs all make up non-chain skills and can also be upgraded, providing unique added bonuses. Abilities are traits that can be upgraded and unlocked according to your hero's level. All 3 skill areas use different types of gems to upgrade. Sapphires are used in your stance chain skills, Rosestone are used for upgrading your non-chain skills, and Beryl is used to upgrade your abilities. All of these upgrade materials are found throughout leveling with the exception of a few rare quest rewards. Obtaining companions within Bless is top notch. If you have ever wanted to ride into battle on top of a lion, Bless delivers, allowing you to tame a huge variety of enemies as long as you have the correct taming order. By simply using a taming order on an enemy, you can then add that animal to your pet collection. Some are mounts while others are companions that just follow you around. Being able to tame and ride around a wolf is such a great feeling, and it is a highlight of Bless Online. All companions consume energy while being used, and it slowly recovers over time, or you can use a consumable to instantly recharge a portion of their energy. But with such easy access to so many different companions, you might as well just go out and pick up another one. Your first dungeon can be unlocked at level 13 and can be completed alone or with a group. Although the group finder is not working correctly at the time, you can usually find people waiting outside the dungeon's entrance to simply group up with. Gameplay within Bless is absolutely fun, and with auto run feature allowing you to manage your inventory and check companions all while your character runs to the next quest, simplistic crafting with only 3 main crafting skills and 2 sub skills, all needing resources that can be gathered by any player, an auction house, bank, fast travel points, and gear vendors that actually sell items that you may use. Bless has all the features of making it a great game. With the rather enjoyable gameplay of Bless, unfortunately, there are a lot of issues currently, and the first and most important being stability. Constant crashing, in-game lag, and not being able to advance certain quests have made the past few days very difficult to play, often spending more time shutting down the client only to get stuck in a loading screen, and at times you will even have to reset your PC because you cannot exit. Looting enemies can often cause your character to pause for 5 or 6 seconds, opening up quest journals or companion logs and freezing the game completely, often resulting in a hard crash. The HUD is also very busy, with no current way to scale down certain windows or having completion notifications take up the entire screen. It can be hard, especially while in combat. Mousing over abilities and items also brings up giant windows that explain the abilities or items, but take up a majority of the screen and make it hard to see what you're doing. With Bless comes a lot of fun adventures and not quite new but a unique style of RPG that can be enjoyable. But with the servers having almost as much downtime as up, the constant crashes, freezes, and server disconnects, Bless is almost unplayable at times. Games like Bless are very hard to give a solid score on because the game itself is good, but with such instability it's a toss-up if you will even be able to log in. All in all, Bless receives a 6.5 out of 10 for its gameplay, and with camera issues, not quite flowing combat, non-adjustable HUD, and a few key features not working properly, mostly holding it back. These issues can be resolved later in the early access life, but I would advise not becoming a founding member until the server and crashing issues can be resolved. There is a solid RPG with some great features behind these issues, but in its current state, it is a chore to play at this point. As Bless's early access progresses, hopefully we can see the game change and improve.